Hello, this is Eyewitness Report, a program that allows you to share developmental issues in your area. Welcome to the program. I'm Yomi Otaigbe. Outcries over the state of the Magboro-Markogi road in the outskirts of Ogun State will form a major part of the program this week. We'll also follow up with pictures of the impact of a landslide in Umuchima community in Idiato South, Imo State, to see how the victims are coping with the situation. Details of this shortly. Plying the Magboro-Markogi road in Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State is not always a pleasant experience for residents and motorists. We'll hear from eyewitnesses as they narrate their pains and discomfort triggered by the deplorable state of the road.
Driving into Magboro from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is usually an unpleasant experience for motorists and residents, especially during the rainy season. One is greeted with a muddy and slippery road through the underpass into the community. Roads connecting into the community are being eroded by overflowing rainwater. And fallen trucks as well as broken down vehicles are common whenever it rains in the area.
It seems like federal government has abandoned this our axis. They are joining road to the express. Like this is an entrance now, and we have exit. We have exit here, and the entrance on the other side has been abandoned since 2019. Look at this drainage now. Look at what it has caused there. It has been abandoned since then. All the water on the main dual carriageway comes to our community, which is causing flood. And I will show you right over there a vehicle that has just fell overnight, and there was a loss of life. Imagine when a truck or articulated vehicles are coming using this one way, using this same way to come into Magboro. If a brake fails, we'll face a lot of problem here. We are, from the look of things, once they finish this project and they actually commission the main dual carriageway, I don't know what will be our fate, because it has happened in several government projects that once it is commissioned, every other adjoining project or the pedestrian, there is a pedestrian that's supposed to be here at Magboro. In fact, they just lay the foundation and that is where it stops. From the communication we had from the contractors, they said they are going to link this drainage going this way, following the underpass to the other side, where there's a canal on the other side where they are going to also work on at Okiafa side. They've come for the inspection, even from the director of Southwest Ministry of Works has been here. Engineer Kuti has been here. They came to inspect it with written series of letters to remind them. But all the project here has been abandoned, both on the other side, where they will have the bucket that will receive all these waters, has been abandoned. So the water does not find, the water will actually find its way once there is no channel. So, and that is what we are experiencing here. Whenever it rains, all these places become another problem. So on every month, every week, we spend a lot of money repairing this our road. I've been giving it palliative, and we buy some of this material from them also, to just see that we maintain the road for us to be manageable. So we are pleading and begging federal government that they should come and complete this project to save our life, and every day we come in and out of this Magboro is heavy. We face a lot of challenges. But now, we got to sell anything.
There are so much resources. Even if you don't tar the road, do the asphalt. It's terrible. Ogun State is the worst state in Nigeria without roads. From where that you are interviewing me, look at this place. Any other vehicle cannot climb here with ease. And people are doing one way, the other side. Just asphalt. Well, we know there's no money in the country, but they are still money. They are collecting taxes. And Ogun State has all the resources. There are rocks, there are asphalt, they have everything to report these roads.
Magboro Road, measuring about 8 kilometers, serves Magboro and several other communities, but only 2 kilometers of the road is tarred with drainage on both sides.
In 2012, we were all happy when the road was awarded and the execution started immediately. And but we were surprised when they stopped here. Though we know it was during rainy season, but we thought after the rain the contractors supposed to resume. But since then, they have not come back. They have not come back. The community has made some move to talk to the state government to see that the reason why they should come back to the site, because the portion they have done is just very small compared to where it's supposed to reach. Because I remember when governor himself came for inspection and he drove down to and he showed them the points they're supposed to, get to. That's around Makogi.
From this Magboro, you can connect to Ofada. That is how far it goes. We have from Magboro, we have Makogi, we connect Ibafo, we connect Pakuro, we connect Orimerumu, we connect Mowe, connect down to Ofada area. And from there, you don't even need to use the dual carriage road if you are going to Ofada. You can imagine how viable this road ought to be if it is in proper shape. And all through the stretch to that area I mentioned are bad. Vehicle cannot, all these small cars cannot use it. Even articulated vehicles cannot even use it now, presently.
The remaining part of the road is deplorable. Motorists also struggle to avoid potholes covered with water. And as a result of the state of the road, commercial motorcycles become the easiest means of transportation.
Most of us have car, we cannot bring it out again. We have resorted to using Okada and now Keke Napep. Even these Keke Napep people, they have even increased the cost of transportation. When we complain, they will tell us that the amount they spent at mechanic workshop is something alarming.
From Igodo, where I stay, from the community where I stay, Igodo, coming out to Magboro Express here, I spend 300 naira. If the road is good, I'm very sure that those bikemen will not charge up to that amount. It's supposed to be something of 150, 200. But due to the bad road, they have to increase their price. Even sometimes it's hard for Okada to come over to the community because of bad roads. So that's our experience. It makes the price of transport high. Sometimes if the rain is much, you have to put on slippers from your house and you put on your shoe. You put your shoe inside a bag or somewhere. So when you get to the express here, you have to change, put the slipper, because if not, so your clothes, everything will be messed up. When I was coming this morning, I have to fold my trouser because without doing that, the road mess up. Or you tell the Okada man that want to carry you, please, just take it lightly so that we'll be able to pass the road so that your leg and whatever will not be messed up before you get to the express there.
You can just imagine, that's my house there, Victory Arena Estate. From Victory Arena Estate to Express, sometimes I spend 25 minutes. By the time I get to Express, within Express to Ikeja, my office is at Ikeja, I spend within 9 minutes to Ikeja, Awolowo. And what we heard is that they have paid up to Shote for this road.
That's Makogi area?
After Makogi. That's what we have been told.
Initially, it was 15 naira from this bus stop to gas line. It has been 100 naira. Now that petroleum subsidy is now removed, it is now 150 to Sele. To gas, those going to Makogi, they spend up to 400 naira. How much does the average Nigerian earn?
The state of the road has also slowed down businesses in the area, some even forced to relocate. Sales has not been going well for Kingsley Isaac, an automobile spare parts dealer.
There are some customers who do come to patronize us here. They don't come again. They rather take alternative places. Some go to Ibafo, some go to another extreme end of this area, which is the coming of this area. There are some people who live behind us here. Instead of them coming out to drive with their cars, they have to pass the back and go to the extreme of the road so that they can get to a place where their cars will not get bad. We are just still begging on the Ogun State government to please come and help us here. We people that live around here, that do business around here, we want Ogun State government to please come and attend to us here. They should come to our aid. They should help us to do this road. Yeah, the man said for this. The city system
Could have been worse, but with self-help community efforts, some areas are motorable.
Within the last 6 months, if I'm not correct, we have spent over 25 million naira to repair, to put some palliative measures in place. And this money came from the residents. Despite the huge amount of money we have spent, we are here to have the result. But it's getting to a stage that it's having effect on our purse. So if government could come to our aid, we will really appreciate it.
We've been writing series of letters to the government, most especially Prince Dapo Abiodun, the commissioner and all that. We've been engaging on that, even to the last time of their tenure in December. We still wrote a letter which they said they will come for palliative. But the palliative we are talking about, they did not come. We all have to do it ourselves. We've resorted to every selfless service in Magboro to get water, to get light, to get road in good, on a manageable measure. We do the palliative by ourselves and all that in Magboro. We need government help.
What's very close to Magboro community is Arepo, also situated on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The roads in Arepo has since been constructed by the state government, a development which evokes questions among Magboro residents.
Dapo have done his first time. He did nothing about here. He went to Arepo. What they are realizing from here, the vote, talk less of revenue, the vote of the people from this Magboro is more times 20 of what they gather from Arepo. He has done Arepo Road. He did nothing about Magboro. Wow. You can confirm that. Arepo Road have been commissioned before the election, but Magboro here, nothing. If we have a light problem in Magboro here, it's a community effort. Security is a community effort. Whatever we do here is a community effort. And we have some of his representatives here. And a lot of revenue is in Ajegunle side here, Magboro here. Ajegunle, Magboro-1, Magboro-2, Markogi. A lot of stories have been told. They want to do industrial area, they want to do nothing to show for it. It's better for him to change and to come around. For him himself, let him come around to come and see what is on ground.
At least what this our governor did at Arepo, I think he can do that here. And people that are living here, there are many than the people living in Arepo. And see what he did at Arepo. That place is fine now. This place, many people are living here and they are paying tax. So you should come here, you should send maybe a representative to come and check what is happening here and let him come and repair it. And it will be fine for us.
Located on the outskirts in Obafemi Wode local government area of Ogun State, Magboro is one of the fastest growing communities in the state because of its proximity to Lagos. Hopefully, the state government would consider their plight and enhance their sense of belonging by providing a motorable road for residents of the area.
Welcome back. Some residents of Umuchima community in Idiato South local government area of Imo State are still struggling to cope with homelessness as their houses were destroyed by a landslide.
This is no doubt how far motorists and commuters can go on this important road leading to Anambra from Imo State. All road ends here. Residents of Umuchima, Ogboko and Ngbele towns in Idiato South Local Council know this and have lived in fear over what the future holds, with the gully erosion claiming different parts of their land and homes, leaving many families displaced. Days ago, about 20 who live here had to relocate due to gullies which are about 30 feet deep.
As we speak, if you look down on this whole track, you can see houses that already it has taken out. You can see this immediate one here. You can see the one after it. Then if you go a kilometer down, right, it has taken off not less than 15 houses. This house, this particular one where we are standing, of course, this one you can see the roof is already out because this house is cracked and getting ready to go off. If you walk about 150 meters from here this way, you're going towards what is the economic heartbeat of this community, which is our Nkwo market. If nothing is done, this Nkwo market is going to go. And this is the risk that we are trying to avert. We just need the federal government, the state government, everyone who is in position to do something about this, to save this community. Save this community from disaster. I mean, this is my father's house. Right now, I'm just thinking what to do with my parents, where to move them to. You know, so this is what we are sitting in. And this road is a federal road. Yeah, this road is a federal road. It goes all the way from Olo and connects Anambra State on this axis towards Arondizog. This is a dual carriageway. What you're looking at behind me was a dual carriageway, you know, and a federal highway. So it started eating only one part of the road at the time, all right? But over time, and especially this year, you can see that it not only has caved in and taken off the entire road, but it's taken off entire portions of houses on this side where we are standing right now. I'm actually standing in someone's house that just caved in. You know, this one happened, I think, last week or so. Yeah, and as I'm standing, where I'm standing, there are cracks on the floor, which shows that this structure is going down any moment from now.
Some other houses are already deserted and under lock and key. The apprehension is on all, young and old, including this 90-year-old retired justice and his family who live close to where the recent landslide occurred. He's afraid his house might be the next if nothing is done.
the disaster is overwhelming. In fact, the community, especially the immediate homesteads, the Onyena Kazubon homesteads, who are suffering it. And even the time we had the governor, that we thought all these things would have been, sorted out then. But that wasn't true. It wasn't so. And we have been making contacts to the state governments and even the federal government to call for their assistance, because our homes are collapsing into the gully on daily basis. We are looking for a place to stay. The oldest man we have there is devastated with what he's seeing, And we're urging the government to come to our aid, to assist us as a matter of urgency, because if this rain continues, honestly, we will be looking for an alternative place, and there's none for us to stay for now. That is why we're calling upon them to come to our aid.
While some of the villagers are worried by the crisis, some others go on with their sand mining business. Following the sad incident, the Imo State government delegation led by the Deputy Governor visits the affected communities to assess the impact and to commiserate with the victims.
It's really unfortunate that we have this huge gorge here that is so frightening that the major road, this is a Trunk A road that links Imo State with Anambra State. This road has been totally taken over by erosion. Even when we are standing, it seems evident that there's quite a bit of this road underneath where we are standing now has already been eroded. And so this is really huge. And we have come to sympathize with the community and to sympathize with the people of the local government. Without any doubt, I don't think there's any state government in Nigeria that can actually afford to remedy this very sad and very frightening gorge. And so it's important for me to invite the federal government to kindly come and help. This, what we're seeing here, is far, far, far beyond what any state can do. And so we are asking that the federal government must come, and as quickly as possible, to review this and ensure that we can recover this area that is essentially now becoming a major disaster in the South. And what is also happening here is that quite a number of households are being destroyed by this gorge. Our understanding is that quite a number of houses have already gone down. And that even where we are standing right now, there are some roofs that we can literally see that are underneath us. So this is really a very major problem. And I have the Commissioner for Environment here and the local government soil administrator here. And I think it's important that I also have brought the Imo State officer of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, here. And they have all seen what is happening here. I think it's important for us to have appropriate communication with the Ministry of Environment and with appropriate organs of the federal government to ensure that some relief is brought to the communities that are here. And of course, that there should be some remediation of this infrastructure that is actually being destroyed and eroded in this place.
To say the least, these residents need all the help they can get from governments at all levels.
Eyewitness Report gives you the opportunity to be a change agent in your community. With your mobile devices, simply take pictures and videos of activities around you and upload to the Channels TV Eyewitness platform, which is available on the Channels TV app. Launch the app, go to the Eyewitness icon on the menu, tap and follow the instructions on how to upload your story. You can download the Channels TV app from online stores. Now let's take a look at what we have in store for you.
We begin this segment of the program with an eyewitness video of flood covering a section of the Ifo-Olomo Road in Ifo local government area of Ogun State. The eyewitness reporter laments that the flood, which often occur after heavy downpours, is a threat to lives and property in the area. He said the overflow is further worsened by poor drainage system. And from Yobe State comes these pictures showing how a windstorm blew off roofs of classrooms in Masaba Community Primary School in Busari local government area of the state, thereby crippling learning activities. The incident reportedly occurred on a weekend when pupils were away.
Thank you for your contributions. That is where we draw the curtains on this edition of the program. See you again next week. I am Yomi Otaigbe.